back to another weekly Tiger Paws.
Find out the details about spring registration.
Learn why pet owners should think twice before declawing an animal.
And get personal with one of your favorite UWA football players.
All of that is coming up on this week's Tiger Paws. I'm Callie Murphy.
And I'm Randa Simpson. Do you consider yourself to be an animal lover? If so, you may think twice about declawing your pets after learning more about the process. Now to Amanda with more on that story.
Recently, several cities in the United States have taken steps towards ending the routine veterinary procedure declawing. And several students at the University of West Alabama believe the practice should not be allowed.
It's inhumane. I mean, even if a person says their cat will never go outside, there's always a chance that it could escape. And if he has no claws, he has no way to get away from a mean dog or a mean person for that matter.
When you're getting an animal declawed, you're removing that first knuckle. So you're removing the actual nail as well as a bit of bone. And that can sometimes be a problem with declawing because if you don't remove all of the bone or if you fragment part of that bone off, it'll abscess in the toe and then you have to go back in.
Though the practice is dangerous and uses amputation, many animal clinics, including the Livingston Animal Clinic, offer the surgery to clients as a last resort.
Be sure to know that this cat's going to be kept inside for its life and not turned out. You do not want to declaw a cat that's going to the outside. Can they survive outside with a declaw? Yes, they can, but the chances are cut down.
Their claws, you know, they need them. You know, it's natural to them. You know, I need my fingers. You know, I use them quite often. So you know, I'm sure the cats like their claws. You know. Of course, they might, scratch on some things every now and then, but, I just get on to them and show them something else to scratch on. And they're not going to scratch you unless they're provoked.
Amanda Nolan, Studio 96.
Thank you, Amanda. In campus news, registration for the spring semester started on Monday. Students should arrange appointments with their advisors and prepare a list of planned courses. To plan courses, students can log into WebAdvisor and evaluate the courses listed in the academic program. Once approved by the advisor, students can register for courses under the registration link on WebAdvisor.
An attractive, fit, well-spoken athlete, a preseason All-American, a focused student in the classroom. Despite the All-American accomplishments achieved by UWA wide receiver Chad Tuchek, his colorful past fuels his motivation. Now to Tiara with more.
Chad Tuchek has been a big playmaker since arriving at UWA 2 years ago.
Through everything that he's gone through, he's really persevered, and we're fortunate to have him not only as part of our football program, but fortunate that he's on our team to lead by example.
Tuchek has been able to impact kids and adults because of a drug and alcohol addiction that began when he was 12 years old.
Got my sobriety, college, no way, football, no way, family, no way, everything that goes on with school, without school, on the field, off the field, it all comes back to my getting sober 6 years ago. Alcohol was like my main girl, you know what I mean? And drugs were like the side thing. Drugs, I did all of them. I was like a garbage can. If you had something, I wanted it.
After struggling with his addiction for 7 years, Tuchek's mother, Sam Tuchek, gave him the option: either go to the hospital or she was calling the police. And that's when he made the decision that would change his life.
I was sitting here judging all these crazy people, and they're all sound asleep in their beds, you know what I mean? And I'm the one that's sitting in the hallway, rocking back and forth, and losing my mind. It was the first time I saw myself for who I really was, you know what I mean? These drugs and this alcohol and everything else, this is what it had turned me into. This crazy person rocking back and forth in the fetal position. And it kind of started for me to break through my thick skull that I have a problem with this stuff.
Because of Chad's life experiences, he's a great mentor to a lot of our younger guys.
I will give my life to help the next person succeed. If I go through this lifetime and only influence 3 or 4 people, then you know what? That was all worth it. Everything I've done has been worth it.
Tiara Robinson, Livingston, Alabama, Studio 96.
Thank you, Tiara. UWA students, faculty, and staff had the opportunity to learn about quality health practices and the life experiences of former U.S. Surgeon General Regina Benjamin. Ms. Benjamin addressed UWA in an assembly on Tuesday, geared towards students enrolled in the STEM program.
The UWA Greek Council hosted a Halloween bash on Thursday to encourage involvement from students in all Greek organizations. The event was held in Hughes Gym and boasted 2 band performances.
The UWA soccer team said goodbye this weekend at Senior Day to the class of seniors that started the program just 4 years ago. This group of seniors were on the field during the inaugural soccer games at UWA and have enjoyed a successful tenure at Tiger Stadium. The women's team is currently 12-3-1, and the men had an athlete named GSC Player of the Year, with a total of 9 soccer players earning GSC All-Conference honors. Both teams still look forward to postseason play.
In other sports news, the football team lost a heartbreaker in the final seconds to Valdosta on Thursday. The loss moved the Tigers to 4-5 overall. 2 games remain in the regular season, starting this Saturday with a road game against Mississippi College.
The temperature drops suddenly with the start of November. Let's turn to Emily to find out what this week has in store.
Wednesday will be the warmest day this week, with highs in the mid-70s. Don't get too used to the short sleeves. Following morning showers on Thursday, the temperatures will plummet on Friday, back into the high 70s. It looks like the fall weather in Livingston is rocky. Now back to you, Callie and Randa.
Thank you, Emily. That does it for this week's Tiger Paws.
Join us next week as we start the countdown to Thanksgiving break. I'm Callie Murphy.
And I'm Randa Simpson, Studio 96.